Hi guys, welcome back. I am coming to you with another video, and this was a question that I got from some of my Caucasian friends who have long hair, who curl their hair every day to keep their curls looking pretty. So they shower, blow dry, and curling iron every day. So you don't have to do that every day. You don't have to shampoo every day either. It depends on your hair type, how greasy you are, if you hold a lot of oil in your hair. Sometimes a lot of people don't hold oil as much as others, so you don't have to shampoo as often. But I know it's a thing that everybody feels like they have to shampoo every day. Everybody does not require to shampoo every day. That's why a lot of people have a lot of dry scalp, itchy scalp issues, because they're removing the oils, the natural oils from the hair that the scalp needs. So that's why it's important sometimes to just shampoo every other day, every 2 days. It does not make you dirty and it does not make you clean if you shampoo every day, and it doesn't make you dirty if you shampoo every other day. It's what your scalp needs for your hair to nourish and grow and be strong and healthy. And your scalp won't complain one way or another if it's one day or two. So I have this mannequin here, and she's curly. She was really fuzzy and frizzy, so I took a little oil sheen to her to tame her because you couldn't see the curl, it was so frizzy. So as you see, I just tamed it down with a little oil sheen. And I'm gonna raise her up so you guys can see that she got pretty curls, and it's really, 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 really long. There's really, really, really long. So, um, how do you keep your curls and when you don't want to put heat on your hair every day? So there's a couple things you can use to do that. First, you can pin curl. Pin curling your hair at night will keep your curls for however long until your next shampoo. And then if you don't want to pin curl, you can do like a twist, which is like you take your hair and you twist it like this, and you twist, 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 all the way to the very end, and then you roll it up. Just roll it up, and then you pin it down to your hair. And then when you take it down, you have this lock, this curly lock that you can just run your fingers through and separate and go on about your business. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it with. I have a couple things here. I'm gonna show you what I got. I have a bobby pin. This is a bobby pin. These are the shorter bobby pins. I like shorter bobby pins, but and this is a longer bobby pin, bigger bobby pin. It's almost up to the pump. Let me see. You guys can't see, can you? There you go. So this is a longer bobby pin. This is a short bobby pin. Some people like the longer ones. I like the shorter ones. The longer ones do to give you a further reach, but I rather, some people like to use one. I like to use two just because I know people toss and turn at night. So I don't mind using two short ones versus one long one, or whatever you need to do to make your thing stay. Then I have a bobby pin. The difference between a bobby pin, let me show you. In a hairpin, it's one's closed and one open. So the bobby pin is closed. Can you see the bottom of it is closed? And the hairpin is on the right, is open. So that's the difference between the two of those. And then you can also do a technique with the rubber band. So if you just can't get the bobby pin gist of it, you can use the rubber band, and you also can do clippies. I don't do clippies because they're a little bit chunky and big, and they're not comfortable to sleep in. So I don't really fool with the clippies when it comes to doing this for nighttime. So what I do is you take your paddle brush and just brush through, get all your tangles out, make sure all your hair land. Y'all, this is a trick that, you know what, this is a good trick that wig makers do, and I love this trick. A lot of people don't know how to do it, but wig makers, they take this little piece of hair right here and they leave it. So when you pull back like that, you see how that looks like it's one big curl, but it's not. I like that when they do that because it really helps, number one, keep that hair back out of your face. And number two, it's not so dramatically long that it just keep popping back forward. Once you pull it there, stay there. That's pretty neat. I like how to do that. I noticed that with another wig that I saw that it shouldn't have been. I was like, why did they cut that like that? But then when I started pulling through it and running my fingers through it, I was like, that is really smart that they do that and pull it back, and that way it holds that. See how it holds that hair, pulls that curl back and holds that. It's like I don't know. It's like a guard to it, like you keep it where it's supposed to be. I thought that was a pretty neat trick. I noticed that the other day on another wig that I had. I was like, I wonder why they cut that little piece of hair right there because it didn't make sense to have it, and it blended in really good. But I just was like, I wonder why that piece is there. And then the more I messed with it, I was like, that is pretty clever because it pulls right into that first curl and it keeps it where it goes. Just like this one going that way, it's keeping it back, and this one's coming this way, it's keeping it back. I was like, that's pretty clever. I never knew that they did that for that reason. But just a little FYI. Something I come across. Okay, I got her up really high. As you can see, she's taller than me, guys. So work with me here. So you go in, you take your first section. They don't have to be small sections. They can be very big sections. Depends on how you like your curls to look when you take your stuff down, your hair down. So if you like your curls to be, really wide and big and loose, then you want to go with a bigger section. If you want more curls and you want it to be more, so like fingery, so when you feather your curls out, you have a lot of them, then you want to use less sections. I'm sorry, you want to put in more sections. Less sections for big curls, more sections for smaller curls. So this is a pretty big one. This is like a handful right here in the front. So you can pin curl this hair, which is, you know how to pin curl. You take the ends down like this. You get a full circle on the tip, and then you just roll upward. Roll upward, roll upward. And then you get the pin curl on the base. And then when I do pin curls, I like bobby pins because pin curls are a little chunkier. They're a little chunkier, so you got to make sure you get on base with those real good. Because if not, they fall. So I like to use two for that. Or whatever you need. It ain't no certain amount. Like if you have to use more than two, don't make it wrong. But I just know that two secures it really good. So that's with a bobby pin. So with hairpins, what I do is I come in here. Let me just get this out of the way. I come in with my hairpins, and I think this is easier for people who can't pin curl on their own hair. They find it difficult. Either way, you're gonna get the same outcome. You just take this hair and you twist like this. You just twist it all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And then another thing is just because you're Caucasian don't mean you can't put oil sheens on your hair. You don't need to put them on the root of your hair. But if you have very dry hair from like coloring and all that stuff, believe me, black hair is dry hair too. So it ain't gonna hurt your hair. A lot of people think that, oh, you can't use that product because you're not black. That has nothing to do with it. Some products you do have to have certain hair textures to use. But however, oil sheen is not one of those products. You can put oil sheen in whatever you need to put oil sheen on. And it will not hurt it. So you twist all the way down to the end like this. And so when you get to the bottom and you see that hair, you know how this looks nice because it's a wig. But sometimes you get to the bottom and that hair be dry looking. You just hit it with a little oil sheen. Run your fingers through it. Get it all tamed. So you get it nice and tame with the oil sheen. Get it nice and tame. Finish twisting it to the end. And when you finish twisting it to the end, you're going to just start let it coil on its own. Let it coil on its own. Let it coil on its own all the way up. And then you flip that top piece over the top where the bottom end piece is on the inside. Then you take this pin and you stick it through here like this. And then you take your other hairpin and come back the other way. All right. So this looks a little bit more coily. You can see that. See how coily is like a lot of little coils? So when you take that down, you're going to have a lot of curl. The other pin curl is going to be a big, big loose curl. The coily will be a lot of little coils in your hair. So Then it's up to you, however you want to move through. But if you do either one of these techniques when you get up in the morning, your hair will still be curling. You won't have to put heat on it. All you have to do is take it out, run your fingers through it, head out the door. Get you some serum, something that's greaseless, and put on your hands, something very greaseless. And then you just run through your hair in the morning when you're taking your curls out, and it'll put a nice shine on it, and it'll look like you just come from the hair salon. So here's the other technique I'm going to use. That you can do these either with little bobby pin hairpins or the big hairpins. I don't have to do a demonstration on that because they're both hairpins. One's just bigger and one's smaller. That's it. But the other technique, so we got the bobby pin up top, we got the hairpin on the side. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it with a rubber band. So when you do it with the rubber band, you can take a bigger section for the rubber band ones because the more you have hair you have, the less you have to wrap that rubber band around. When it's really thin, you have to wrap. But when it's nice and thick, you don't have to wrap so many times around that rubber band. These ends together here. She got some. See what I mean by the ends, like frizz out. Just hit it with a little oil sheen entertainment and twist it up. It will not hurt your hair because you're not putting it on the scalp, you're putting it on the ends. So you come back in here and you got this big chunk here, right? So you can take this big chunk and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to twist it around. It doesn't have to be as tight because remember, we had to coil that one. You don't have to coil this one. You're going to like do this like a bantu knot. If you know what that is, I'm about to show you. If you don't, you're going to do this like a bantu knot. And so, this don't get in the way. You can't see it. So you're going to do this like a bantu knot. So you're going to start in the root, wrapping this hair down like that. See how you got that little bubble right there? So all the hair after that bubble, you wrap around that. You wrap around that part of the bubble, right? So you're going to go around, and wrap this around, and wrap this around, and wrap this around. And you're just going to keep wrapping around till you get like a little bantu knot, right? Keep wrapping, keep wrapping, keep wrapping, keep wrapping. So when you get to this bottom part down here, you're going to have your little end left out. I'm sorry. I had to because I'm trying to demonstrate. So you're going to hold that little tip out. Leave that little tip out. See, it's got a little curve to it. It'll be all right. Just take your rubber band that tip down to the base. Okay? Rubber band that tip down to the base. Rubber band it down to the base. All right. So now the rubber band's on there. There's your tip. See there, a bantu knot. Y'all see that? There's the hair tip there, and there's the bantu knot. It should hold just fine. It's wrapped around itself. Even if it slides down, it's fine because it's still wrapped around itself. And then at night, you're gonna put a bonnet on your hair. A lot of people say bonnet. I don't want to be sleeping in a bonnet. I want to be cute when I go to bed, whatever. Or if you want to be cute all day tomorrow, you better put that bonnet on, or you won't have this technique work for you successfully. If you put a bonnet on at night, it will keep the moisture on the ends. It's just a little oil that you put on there. It'll keep those ends tame, and it'll keep the curl structure together. Without the bonnet, you risk rubbing it out, going to sleep and tossing and turning, tossing and turning, tossing and turning, and you wake up and like, what happened to my curl? That's why you need to put a bonnet on, so you can keep the curl, okay? That's why it's important. So you put that bonnet on, you take your curls out the next day, and you just toss your hair, and you get it where you want it. So you come in here and take this one out. Get your bobby pins loose. Oh, pins loose. Take your pin loose. And once you get that loose, you see how it start loosening up automatically? You just put a serum on your hand. And you come in here, and before you run your fingers through it, you just go down this hair like that. You loosen it up. And then when you come back through, pull through. Only once or twice. You do not need to put all that dragging and stuff in there. Remember, you You know, setting your curls. You don't have to have all that fussing going on. You just set it, put it in there, it's set. All you shouldn't have to do is run your fingers through there once or twice, and you're good. Then when you come back in here the next day, if you find that your rubber band is hard to get loose, all you have to do is cut it. But you shouldn't, because you only have to wrap them once or twice. So it should come out pretty easy without pulling any hair. I don't have any hair in there. That should come off easy without pulling any hair. And then you just take your bantu knot loose like that and drop it, and it'll unroll on its own. And you just run your fingers through there one good time, and you're good to go. And then your curl, you should have curls all day. You do that every night until it's time for your next wash time, and then you start the process all over again. So those are 3 different ways you can pin your curls up to save your curls, so you're not putting heat on your hair every single day, so that you're not burning and damaging your hair out, because over time, doing it every day, you will have heat damage, and it is hard to recover. It can be recovered, but it's hard to recover, and it takes a long time. And a lot of people aren't patient with it, and they end up cutting their hair off. So you don't have to do that. You can save yourself the drama of burning your hair up by just pin curling it at night, putting a bonnet on it, and just dealing with it that way. And you still have curls. You still have beautiful curls, and you don't have to worry about heat damage and all that stuff. So if you guys like my tutorial today, please hit a like, please subscribe, please share, and also comment. Or if there's anything you want to have, any questions that you have, anything you want to ask me, please feel free to ask me down in the comment section. And I will post the next video for you and get that information and answer to you right away. Okay? So you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. You keep watching, I'll keep posting. Peace.